Hello, 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 everyone. My name is Renetta Gunn Stevens, CEO of Sophisticated Press, and welcome to 30 Days Live with Sophisticated Press in the month of October. Yes, I know that October has 31 days, but we're going to just be coming to you live for 30 days. While you're coming in, I want you to do me a few favors. I want you to let me know what state you're calling in from or coming in from. I want you also to tag 3 friends. If you have a business bestie that is coming into the marketplace, I want you to tag them so we can discuss a great topic today, which is going to be how to introduce yourself into the marketplace. Hey, Chanthony, let me know what state you're from, okay? Also, listen, follow us on social media. We have a YouTube channel. Yes, it's called Sophisticated Press. And we have all of our lives there that's on Facebook as well. So you can go and watch the other 13 lives that's there. Also on Twitter, we are Sophie Press. Whoop, whoop. Atlanta, Georgia in the house. On Instagram, we are Sophisticated Press. And then on LinkedIn, yes, we are under my name, Renetta Gunn Stevens. And did you know we have a Pinterest? Yes, we have a Pinterest. And on Pinterest, we are Sophisticated Press. So we're going to be talking about a great topic today, which I think is going to be very beneficial to you, because I am noticing a lot of individuals that are entering into the marketplace. They're not doing it properly, right? And how many of you know if you are introduced improperly to someone, it's kind of awkward and it kind of sets off the pace or the tone of the rest of the relationship? And please understand, you coming into the marketplace is all about relationships, right? And have you ever heard of that saying that you never get a second chance to make a first impression? Well, that's kind of true, but there are ways that you can redeem yourself when you introduce yourself improperly into the marketplace. So we're going to talk about that, and we're going to kind of have it engaging so that way I can get some feedback from you all as well. And so that's what we're going to do today. Are you all ready to talk about that? Let's get started. How to introduce yourself in the marketplace. So this is what I've been seeing, ladies and gentlemen, because I hate calling ladies gentlemen. We go through so much to look pretty and to look feminine, and then for people to call us guys, I'd be like, baby, ain't no guys looking this fine, this good. You know what I'm saying? So I love to say ladies and gentlemen instead of guys, because that's kind of disrespectful to me. But what I'm noticing is with a lot of clients and with just people in general, we tend to want to wait until the finished product so we can be like, boom, y'all see it, look what I just dropped, right? Boom, look at this book I just dropped. Boom, look at this business I just dropped. Boom, look at this gift that God done gave you I just dropped. And then when we don't get no response or there's crickets, we like, what happened? Like, I just knew they was going to eat it up. I just knew they was going to buy it. I just knew they was going to just be like, yes, girl, here, take my money. And you like, why didn't that happen? The reason why it's not happening is because you're not introducing yourself in the marketplace. And so I want to help you a little bit, and then I want to encourage you to work with me. Okay, so I'm going to give you some insight, and then I'm going to encourage you to sign up with me for mentoring so that I can help you with your introduction into the marketplace. Welcome, Relax She's Natural, top 10 natural hair salon in the United States, selected by Essence. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So, yeah, you know, when you introduce yourself in the marketplace and you try to wait until the final product is done, that is the wrong strategy for introducing yourself in the marketplace. If you are an expert at something, and if you are going to introduce a product or service, you have to condition your audience and prepare your audience for what you are about to introduce. The same way, you don't wake up and say, okay, I know tonight I'm going on a date with my husband. I'm going to say husband because I'm married. And you just don't plan your outfit. Don't even really think of how you're going to wear your hair. Don't really think about what accessories you're going to wear. And then you just get up. It's almost 6 o'clock, reservations at 7. And you just get up and just throw on anything. And you like, boom, here I am, babe, I'm ready. And you don't get that, wow, you look amazing. Why? Because you didn't prepare, right? You didn't prepare. You didn't plan it out. You didn't put forth enough effort in the beginning stage, and you just showed up. So this is what you need to do. If you know that you have a book, if you have a business, if you have a service, you have to begin to establish yourself as an expert, and you do this through a few things. The first way that you can introduce yourself in the marketplace is you provide some information on your subject that you're an expert in. So, for instance, Chanthony, is it okay, since you said that that's you, if I can use your marriage topic, if that's okay? Let me know, and if not, I'll use myself. Let me know if it's okay, and if you're gone, that's fine. I'll just give you a few more seconds to respond, and then okay, sure, awesome. So, Chanthony, and definitely correct me if I'm wrong, because we are still getting to know each other, right? So I'm just going to use like this just generalization of marriage. So from my understanding, Chanthony, I know for sure she has a book that's called The Pitch Black Before the Breakthrough. If I got that wrong, put your book title in. And this book is, and Chanthony talks a lot about marriage. So for me, if I'm just a consumer out there and I want to, I'm looking for someone who's talking about marriage and my marriage is off, when I come to Chanthony's page, I should be seeing content about marriage. I should be seeing articles about marriage. I should be seeing lists of things to do about marriage. Why? Because Chanthony, if she's going to be talking about marriage, and if she's going to introduce a book or a service or a consultation about family, then surely she has to establish that she's an expert. Now, what happens is a lot of people, we're so worried about people stealing our concept and our ideas that it prevents us from introducing ourselves in the marketplace early, because we want to have everything copyright. We want to have everything trademarked. We want to have everything perfected before we introduce ourselves into the marketplace, and that is hurting you. That is hurting you, because I can tell you from experience, people, it doesn't matter if somebody steals your idea. I know you think it doesn't, because truly, people will steal it. Some people will, some people may not. But because that has not been assigned to them, even though they may say, oh yeah, that's a good idea, I'm going to take that because I'm going to make some money, they're not going to be able to endure the process, because there is a process to success. And if you have not been given that assignment by God, if you have not really wholeheartedly decided that this is your road that you're taking, they may steal it in the beginning, but I guarantee you they're going to give it back to you, because it costs too much to maintain. It costs too much to birth. How many of you all who have children in the middle of birth and want to get that pain to somebody else? Like, ooh, I don't want this pain. Can anybody want this pain? See, in the middle of birthing, that pain that it's going to take, if they steal it, they're going to want to give it back to you. But the reason why as mothers we can endure, and I ain't even wrote no notes down. This is straight knowledge that God has given me from the process. The reason why mothers can endure the process and the pain is because they know that's their baby. That's their baby. So no matter the pain, No matter what they got to do, they're going to go through this process to get this baby. Why? Because they know it's theirs. So when somebody steals something from you, they're going to be so quick to give it back. There was a story in the Bible when Solomon, he had to determine whose child it was, because both parents were saying that it was their baby. Remember this? Both parents were saying it was their babies, and Solomon didn't know. Solomon didn't know what to do. So, what happened, y'all? Y'all got to help me. Solomon didn't know what to do. So then I think Solomon said something like, "Well, we're gonna cut the baby in half or something like that, and give one side to each one." And the real mother said, "That's okay. Give it to the one that wasn't the mother." Why? Because the love that she had for that baby, she was like, "That's okay. Give it to the other lady," because she didn't want anything to happen to her baby. And it just goes to show you that when something is your baby, there's a love that you have for it, that when somebody stole it, they ain't got that love for it. So don't let the idea or the concept keep you, or somebody stealing your idea, keep you from going forward. Chantany says they can steal the playbook, but if they ain't the quarterback, they still won't win the game. Exactly. They can steal the playbook, but if they ain't the quarterback, they won't win the game. That's why, when I talk to people and I tell them 90 days before your book get in your hand, you should be in pre-orders. And they don't want to do that. Why? No, because the people, they gonna steal it. Well, let me ask you a question. Who do you have following you that you don't trust so much? And if you don't trust these people so much, why are you still entertaining them? Why are they in your presence that you can't even share your dreams and your goals with them, but they following you? You talking to them every day. You giving them energy. You're giving them access to your life every day. And you mean to tell me you can't share a book, a pre-order book with them before you launch it, because you're scared they're going to steal your title? You're scared they're going to steal your concept? You're scared. Well, why are you around people like that? Now, I know that sometimes you can't tell a snake, but everybody a snake in your life? I think you have a trust issue. I think, and we talked about trust in one of the lives. And it's even trust in God. Because at some point, you all, we have to believe that what God has for me is for me, and nobody can touch it. Nobody can steal it. But if you don't want to follow certain principles that applies to marketing, certain principles that applies to the process because of your fear of someone stealing your concept, when you hit the marketplace, once that book is ready, and you think, it ain't like 8th grade. They ain't ready for this outfit tomorrow. Like, you can do that in 8th grade. That passed in grammar school. Tomorrow, I'm get them with this outfit. That worked. But in the marketplace, that don't work. Unless you Beyonce, unless you Drake, unless you Jay-Z, you can't just wake up and say, I ain't going to do no marketing. I ain't going to do no prepping. I ain't going to do no conditioning and I'm just going to drop it tomorrow, and I'm going to just drop the mic. We can't do that. We don't got the luxury of that yet because we don't have the following. So in the meantime, in between time, you have to prep your people. You have to prepare them and build them up for your products and services. And so if you are in the marketplace and you know that you have some upcoming products and services, you need to be prepping your clients. You need to be prepping your followers. You need to be inserting ideas, building relationships with them by going live, by asking them questions, by getting them involved in the process. Like, one of the processes is having your audience choose which book cover they like. A lot of clients don't want to do that. A lot of authors don't want to do that. Why? Because, again, they have that concept like, I don't want them to know what I'm doing. I just want to, bam. Well, my daughter is a millennial. And one thing that I saw firsthand with the millennials, because they share everything and they're not worried about anybody stealing anything, it gave her pleasure to work with artists that shared their process with them. Why? Because in her mind, she felt like, I knew you was gonna blow up, and it's like a bragging right. Like, I was the first one to be repping him. Not everybody else repping him. You know, they really feel like they had some contribution into the growth. Why? Because the artists would let them in the journey and the process. And I would see this type of support that my daughter would give these artists because she felt like she was a part of their growth. And really she was, because they included her in the process, you all. So it's important. I know some of us as older, older demographics, we're not from that era of sharing everything. We still haven't mastered what to share and what not to share. But people purchase your products because of the relationship that they have with you. And so somehow we got to learn how to use every ounce of creativity that we have in us to make it make sense with our product or service. Like we have to. Like yesterday, for instance, let me show you what I missed, and I love to correct myself, but this is a lesson. Yesterday, I did a live. It was literally 1 minute, but I'm not going to break my 30-day challenge, right? So I was in Walmart looking for some ingredients for a banana pudding. And it's this debate about, not really a debate, but a preference. Some people put their banana pudding in the oven. Some people just put their banana pudding in the refrigerator. So I never made a banana pudding until yesterday, which turned out great, by the way. But when I was in Walmart, I included my audience and asked them, tell me, what do you put in your banana pudding? Do you put it in the oven or do you put it in the refrigerator? Here's the missed opportunity that I did. I should have said, see, this is why somebody needs to make a dessert cookbook. Where my cookbook authors at? See, I should have tied that into that. And then when I got home, I thought about it like, man, I didn't really connect the dots so that I could always be marketing and always be prepping my audience. And this is what I'm saying. No matter what you do, make it simple. You can be getting some gas on your way to the gas station. Find a way to make going to the gas station relevant to your product and service. That's where that creativity is going to come in, where you live, breathe, and just sweat your brand. But you do it in such varieties and such different levels of marketing that it's not the same thing, and it doesn't just seem blah, right? So this is how you begin to prep and you begin to prepare your people for your products and services. And then you also should have kind of like a product and service timeline. Do you know your timeline for the year? And this is, and if you all pray to Jesus Christ, let me make that clear. Don't pray to no witch, don't pray to no moon, don't pray to none of that. But can you pray that God send me a team, a bigger team? Because the way that I see that we need to go, I'm looking for some dedicated individuals that really want to go to the next level, right? And I know the type of individual that I want to work with. I know the type of organizations I want to work with. Welcome, Lady Rowe, Kingdom Daughters Network in the house. And so, it's time, you all, that we take it up a notch into the next level. It's time that we have our year planned out, still leaving room for the Holy Spirit to be sovereign. But we should have a outline of what the year is going to look like for our products and services. Black Friday is next month, you all. Do you got your Black Friday promotions ready? Do you got your bundles ready? Yes, next level, Ro. It's time to take it to the next level, because God is requiring that there be a distinguishment. a manifestations of the sons of God. And we have to take it to the next level, and we can't do it alone. So collaboration is the goal for Sophisticated Press going here and going forward, like collaborating with businesses. And we did a post on that so that we can share the resources, we can share the communities and the exposure, we can share the innovations, because I refuse to live in fear that somebody's going to take my idea. I refuse to live in fear that if I work with this person, like, where your confidence in yourself and where your confidence in your God? Like, I'm a Psalms 91 all around my goals and my outline, and I'm gonna collaborate. You see what I'm saying? Like, we gotta collaborate, and we gotta get out this circle of fear because it's keeping us from partnering with people. It's keeping us from doing things the right way that the marketplace does, and then now we wait until the day of to market our products and services, and they're not prospering. Yes, Chanthony, a hedge of protection. So here's what I want you to do. If you have a product or service currently in the marketplace, I want you to look at your last 9 posts. Analyze your last 9 posts. Do you have a live in your last 9 posts? Do you have a list in your last 9 posts? A list of something or some action items for your nation to do. Because everybody has a nation that has been assigned to them based on their testimony, based on their breakthrough. Once you overcome that thing, you got to go back and get your nation that's been assigned to you. Look at your last 9 posts, and I want you to analyze what you have in it and what communications you have said to your nation. And I want you to see, have you talked to your nation? If you don't have a product or service yet, but you know you're going to have a product or service, I want you to begin planning out weekly. How are you going to communicate to your nation? And this is the last thing, you all. If one more person tell me they too busy to do what they know they need to do, that's going to get them to the next level. How are you going to get there if you too busy to get there? If I get one more call about I was distracted, okay. So we know that we got ourselves that distract us. We know that we got the enemy that distracts us. But you all, we can't get there if you're going to keep letting every week a distraction hit you. Like, I look at my life now, you all, and I'm like, man, I could have been had this life. I could have been here. Now, true enough, there are certain things that happened that was according to God's will. But I knew 5 years ago I was a writer, and I didn't start writing until 2 years ago. Literally, y'all, which is so scary to me, because 2 years ago, listen, I was in a cubicle. And I knew who I was, but I just was distracted. And the minute I got undistracted, my life accelerated so quick till I was like, whoa, slow down, wait. And God like, no, ain't no slowing down. But if you want me to slow down, I will. But if you ready to go, I've been waiting on you, but you've been so distracted. So stop allowing people, stop allowing bills, stop allowing life to distract you, because this is not a rehearsal, you all. We got one chance at this thing, and after this, we gone to glory. Stop getting distracted. Stop getting distracted. I woke up today and I was like, I listened to my Bill Winston, got my word in, and I'm like, I was laying in the bed and I was like, no, like, it's too much that God has planned for us to kind of be just like, it's not going to be easy. Embrace it's not going to be easy. But the marketplace, I'm telling you, if you don't hear nothing else, the marketplace is ripe for the woman of God and the man of God who's ready to take it and who's ready not to be distracted. If you go hard, that's why I'm doing this 30-day live. because I'm denying this flesh and I'm pushing through, and I'm showing God like, yes, 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 whatever I got to do, I'm gonna push. I don't care as my black hair start growing right here. I don't care. My eyebrows is arched, but if they start getting bushy and I can't make it to the eyeliner place, I'm still gonna go live. Why? Because I gotta push. I gotta push because nobody's gonna give you the life you want. You gotta take it. You got to go get it, people. Nobody is gonna drop the life you want into your lap. You have to literally wake up and get it. And I was telling my husband the other day that and ET talks about this. It's about having a execution across all boards. See, some of us, including myself, that's why I said us, because I'm always checking myself first. It does me no good to be an executor in business, but not an executor in my health. An executor in my relationship with God, an executor in business, maybe an executor in my marriage, but then my health is not executing, then it's still an imbalance, right? So now I'm saying to myself for the 150,000th time, Renetta, until you get this alignment of execution across the board, there's still going to be something missing. And the one thing I don't want to do, you all, is get to heaven and God showed me, well, I had this plan for you, but then you got distracted and now you just got this. I had the everything you wanted, but you kept getting distracted and you didn't make that event, or you didn't meet that guideline, or you didn't. You all, our Father wants to bless us. He wants to give us these businesses, but we have to follow protocol and we have to push, because you know that enemy don't want you to succeed, and that enemy wants you to get distracted. You have to get you all, because you know we all have the same enemy. Excuse me, y'all, if some cleavage there. I'm trying to keep it, professional. Even if the enemy, it's gonna always be a bill due. Let's keep it real. It's gonna always be a bill due. It's going to always be something else that you can do with that money. It's going to always be something else due. It's going to always be something the kids need. It's going to always be something that somebody else need. But sometimes as women and as children of God, we got to say and be selfish and say, this for God. Okay, I know the light bill due, but it ain't no red notice in there, is it? Okay, but we're going to pay it next month, and I'm going to go on and get this book out. I'm going to go and get this business out. Is it red? Is it red up in there? Okay. Let me go ahead and, because some of us, soon as God give us something, oh, well, Lord, I was going to do it, but the light bill came. Lord, I was going to do it, but the gas bill came. Like, really? But is it finna get cut off this month? Then you can kind of, y'all know we done did it before when it wasn't purpose attached to that money. So we can do it now that purpose is attached, because people that are really doing it, books are really changing people's lives. Like, books are really getting people into conferences and workshops and into interviews and into, why? Because if everybody got the same qualifications, you're going to need something to distinguish you. So if somebody's looking for a speaker and everybody got this good bio, but only one of y'all got a book, that's still going to make you look a little different. That's still going to make you be a little distinguished. Chantany say, I had to do it. It was a sacrifice, but you did it, right? And that book, I'm knowing it's going to bless so many people. So you got to go live. You got to get out and you got to let people hear your voice, because I'm telling you, there's an anointing in your voice. There's an anointing in our footprint, and there's an anointing in our voice. Why? Because God made us where our voice have the authority, and the enemy fights so many people on public speaking and going live. Why? Because when you speak, the atmosphere has to subdue to what you say, good or bad. You all know this, right? Deanna says, as you always say, it makes you the expert. It makes you the expert. And it makes people look at you differently, because that, like they say, you teach people how to treat you. So if I see that you put some respect on your name and invested yourself and invested in yourself and got you a book, invested in yourself, and you did all this, when you come on the scene, I'm gonna look at you a different way. I'm gonna address you a different way. Why? Because you're showing me that you believe in yourself and you investing in yourself. And when I offer to pay you for coming to the conference, I'm gonna offer you more money. Why? Because in my mind, I'm putting you up here already. In my mind, I'm already putting you up here. Why? Because she has a book. Versus the speaker who doesn't have the book. So the speaker who doesn't have a book, I mean, just as an example, oh, okay, we'll give her $500 or we'll give her $1,000. The speaker who has the book, oh, we're going to have to at least give her $3,000. Now, this is even before I talk to you. The perception is she has a book. She for real with this. See that difference? Now, that's not to say the person who don't have the book isn't for real too, but we know we live in a world that's based off perception. So, Chanthony says, we overcome him by the blood of the Lamb and our testimony. Absolutely. I love that verse in Revelation. He doesn't want us to speak. If he can shut us up, he can shut us out. You better say that, and I'm going to say that again. If he can shut us up, he can shut us out. Now, Chanthony, I'm going to need you to go live, okay? That's your assignment for this week. Make sure you tag me when you go live so I can watch it. You got a lot of wisdom and you got a lot in your belly, and the world needs to hear it. Your nation needs to locate you, but you're going to have to be like that light that be in the middle of the ocean at night. If they don't see you, they can't. If they don't hear you, they can't find you. Find your nation this week. Go live and just begin to pump that book out. Begin to talk about that book. You all, same thing for Relax She's Natural, which she's already doing, going live. Get you some people that you know that works and enhance your brand, and interview them. Have discussions with them. It can be like a red table talk or something like that, you know. That's why we do the collab over competition, you know, and that way that'll cross market and your brands will be able to grow. And yeah, let's introduce ourselves into the marketplace properly, because that's why some of our books and some of our products is not selling, because we're trying to do it by ourselves. Two, we're not following the data. The data is telling us to do things a certain way, but we're still trying to do it our way. So, rule of thumb, listen to the experts. Do what the experts have done because you've seen it worked for them. Do what they've done. Do the knowledge and the action items that they're giving you, because it works. Tiffany Montgomery, when I was, you know, listening to her lives and I did Kingdom Entrepreneur University, she said go live every day. Now, I'm not going to go live for the rest of my life every day, but I did say, okay, let me go live for 30 days because I've never went live for 30 days straight. And can I tell you, it's not even hard. It's not even hard, you all. You know why it's not hard? Because I'm only going to talk about what I know. I'm not going to talk about what I think. I'm not going to talk about what I heard. I'm only going to talk about what I know. And that's why it's easy. So if you just follow that, get you all of the topics that you know, and talk about them. That's it. And just see, it'll make it easy for you. And I'm going to say this and then I'm going to end it. What that's going to do is when you get that moment on the elevator with that millionaire, when you get that passing moment, when you get that conference, when you get that workshop, your presentation is going to be flawless. Why? Because you put in the practice hours. Malcolm Gladwell say in order to become a master, you have to have 10,000 hours of practice time. Don't worry about the numbers. You get your 10,000 hours of practice time. So when you are in front of the 1,000 people, you don't choke. You don't choke, okay? So that is my live today on how to introduce yourself in the marketplace. If you need assistance with introducing yourself in the marketplace, you need an accountability partner, you need someone to kind of build you out a strategy session, we would love to offer you a mentoring session for 4 weeks with Sophisticated Press. Definitely you can locate that on our website, sophisticatedpress.com. If you have not purchased our book, Push, what's wrong with you? What's wrong? Get it. It's written for you. It's going to help you. It's going to help you. When you order it, you guys, you're going to get the first 2 chapters free that you can start downloading. And it's going to really just help you identify your niche market. It's going to help you connect with your niche market. It's going to help you to receive feedback from them so you know what to do, what to keep in your marketing strategy and what not to keep. So get Push today. If you purchased it already, purchase it for a friend. And then we also have a calendar for 2020, Sophisticated Press Authors Calendar. It says 2020 is the year of the millionaire. I believe that each and every one of us is a millionaire. And my pastor, Dr. Bill Winston, says that every Christian should be a millionaire. Every Christian should be a millionaire. So if you want the millionaires, Sophisticated Press Author Academy, also locate that on sophisticatedpress.com. And then I want to just show you one last book because I love this book that we just helped put in the marketplace. It's by Sarterica Hall. It says, I am a wife and girlfriend, you are too. If you have any single friends, definitely this would be a great Christmas gift for them. And I'll tell you up front, I'm a wife and I read this book and I got some refresher tips on this. So definitely Sarterica Hall, she has this book, I'm a Wife and Girlfriend, You Are Too. So that's a great book. So thank you all so much for your engagement today. You know how we end it here at Sophisticated Press. Listen, we love you so much with the love of Jesus Christ. We are so proud of you and we know you can do it. And I hope you enjoy the rest of your Monday, okay? Have a good day.